Can you get a data science role after holding a data analyst role? I'm going to walk you through a couple data science current job postings to see which ones you could make the jump from an analyst to a full data scientist. Okay, first things first, the difference between a data scientist and a data analyst is the scale. So a data scientist will cover all things from data engineering to modeling, machine learning, analysis, to model serving, so putting your model into production. A data analyst is more limited in their scope of role. A lot of times it will end up being a lot of just like analysis that isn't super complex, and then a lot of dashboarding and visualizations. So here's kind of your first tip off. Apply statistical machine learning, econometric models on large scale, measure performance, blah, blah, blah. If you haven't done any modeling, any machine learning in your previous role, it's probably not going to be a good fit for you. Another tip off is like they talk about modeling in almost every single line of this, so maybe this isn't the best application for you. So this is a bit of a more advanced role. They are asking for 5 to 7 years of experience, but this is something that you could definitely grow into as a data analyst. You can see that it's kind of very analytics based, so they have conduct analysis, data gathering, blah, 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 processing analysis, building prototype analysis pipelines. So that's just kind of building up kind of those analysis things that you've been working on in your analyst role. So this is just kind of taking a little bit more responsibility for owning that whole pipeline. Other thing that kind of can tip you off is anything that talks about forecasting and a lot of analysis in the job posting probably is a less modeling heavy data science role, and therefore it can be good to pivot from data analyst to data science. Okay, this next one is from Amazon, and this is going to be a hard no. Here's your first clue: statistical, mathematical, econometric network, natural language processing, machine learning algorithms, genetic algorithms, neural networks. Sorry, I don't know any data analysts who are doing that. And then ETL, that's data engineering. That's kind of falls under the data science scope. Anything like this is really intense calculus, univariate, bivariate. That just means lots of variables, usually going into some sort of algorithm. You can also kind of tell how a lot of these harder to transfer from data analyst positions, they don't have as much communication listed in the job description. That doesn't mean that these jobs don't involve communication of their findings. It's not a majority of the role. You're actually proving your findings before you're talking about them. So if you wanted to break into something like this, I would definitely recommend going back to school and getting a master's in data science, machine learning, computer science, something along those lines that can get you some experience in neural networks, machine learning, deep learning, all of those. Those are going to be really important skills for these types of positions. I can follow for part 2. I can do the reverse of this, data analyst roles that will help you get a data science role.